EA Sports, and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the Wetlands, we bring you live second-round coverage of the Florida Classic. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. She's got a 3-shot advantage as she gets set to tee off. Well, this is tugged way left. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. And that's where you need to be, back into the fairway on this par 5. Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good and even money, really, to make birdie.
Yes, a good roll there. That's in for birdie. And she'll move now to 19 under. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Okay, that's a good putt. It is in to save par. And she'll remain at -19. Next week, the Florida Swing continues. Frankie, it's a home game for you. That's always nice as we head to Orlando and Bay Hill for the Arnold Palmer Invitational, presented by MasterCard. Always a good week.
No, it certainly is. Get some home-cooked meals, that's for sure, and get to watch people play. I don't know, I just love the finish at Bay Hill. 16, 17, and 18. So many tournaments where things have gone awry of that very stretch.
Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
She's 115 yards to the hole. Pin is very accessible here, right in the center of the green. This is the sand wedge. Has gotten a lot of this one, and it's going to be just a fraction long.
I'm not quite sure that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And she'll move to an even 20 under par. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. Yeah, well done. That's in for par. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. This may be a touch right.
Normally they stick a tee in one end and a flag in the other. You're advanced the way. But that second shot on this par 5, that completely took the green out of play. Airmailed. That is a big mistake.
Nicely played. It's a birdie at the 5th. And she'll move it to 21 under for the tournament. As picturesque as they come, that is right down the middle. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
Well, it was either too much for breakfast or a little too much club, and that's going to leave a very tough downhill next one.
Oh, yeah, that one on line all the way. It's in for a birdie. And she'll get it to 22 under par. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Got every bit of that to it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. This one's tracking on a very good line. Look out. Come on, what a putt that was from long distance. It drops for an eagle. Well done. That one safely on the putting surface. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, I've had a look. Overall, little bit of right to left, but fortunately it's on a very flat part of this green.
Oh, how about it? A beauty there. It is in for a birdie, and she'll move to 25 under now. This heading a little to her right. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Yes, very methodically done, and that one in for a birdie. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And she'll remain at 26 under. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
Really nothing wrong with that approach shot. Just a little shy of where you'd like to finish up, but still, one good putt, maybe a birdie.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And she'll move now to 27 under par for the tournament. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5, Frank. Got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Now this for another birdie. Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. That'll take her now to 28 under par.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office. Well, that ball landed really too close to the flag. These are firm greens. You've got to land that shorter.
A long one coming up here for birdie. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And that is going to move her to a tidy 29 under par. Okay, safely aboard. 15 feet away. That one just gonna sneak on by. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. She's going to remain at 29 under par. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Had half the equation on that shot, the distance. Not quite the accuracy. Missed it a hair to the right.
Yeah, not quite a foul ball. Kept it in the ballpark, and, well, let's see how good you can chip.
Chance now for another birdie. Ah, yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. And that's going to take her to an even 30 under par.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder, how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb. And that's a good approach shot too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
This round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And that's going to get her to 31 under par. Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green. And yes, the speed spot on. It's a late birdie here at 17. And with it, she'll move to 32 under par. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Now this for another birdie. Oh, yeah, birdies on 15, 16, 17, and 18. So another look at the leaderboard, and you'll almost do a double take, Frank, our featured golfer with a commanding lead through 36 holes.
So far, it's just been just a clinic again. I know I use that word a lot, Rich, but it looks like two different players. One at the top and, well, the chasers. Different league.